Are you one of those people that every time that you turn on the TV or the news or watch The View or you're flipping radio stations or you're driving by, you've seen signs in people's windows and it's all about politics? And you turn into a rageful, crazy lady or crazy guy every time you see you know who. Now, we're Canadian, so we have political anxiety like our American friends have political anxiety. Yeah, I just made it up. It's called political anxiety. I know that I know what that means. One of the things here about the Bro Show is that we're on episode 99, John. Imagine that. And sometimes
Yeah.
it's like, what are we going to talk about next week? We didn't know today, but I had a woman that hired me that had extreme political anxiety. She couldn't turn on the TV without getting into this, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants to have these little rockets of little negative burst of energy. And she had one. Boy, after our session, she could care less about you know who, and you don't know who because you don't know who I'm talking about. So today, John and I are here, the Emotion Code Bro Show. We would like to help you delete your negative trigger or reaction to politics and seeing politics or you know who, you know what, your country, whatever that might be. We can do it all without mentioning names because every country, John and I think, has some kind of political anxiety. And the anxiety isn't about the politics, it's about the person. So this could be person anxiety or political anxiety. Hey, good morning, everybody, and good morning to you, John. Say hello to our friends joining us today.
Hey everyone, yes, my name is John Inverarity, certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. And I'll be reading some of the comments today, so say hi and let us know where you're watching from. Let us know of any political anxiety in your country. Yeah, like Michael said, yeah, we don't need to name names, but I've been watching a little bit of news here and there, and it seems just like all over the world there's something going on. So
And I
if
get
that's
that
you,
people,
yeah, let
I
us
get that
know.
people want to have an opinion or a charge, but that negative charge, every time you see the news or your president or your prime minister or whatever it is, and like that's not healthy for you. You can have an opinion and you can say, I don't like him or her, I don't like the decision, but it's that charge, that negative charge, because it's hard to get rid of it. It's like now that's done, you don't pop out of that mood. Now it's kind of stuck with you, right? So
Yeah.
that's what we want to do today. We want to help you release, remove, eliminate all that charge whenever you see your president or prime minister or whatever country you might be living in. Let us know and the help. And I got a couple of announcements. And John, you're going to give us remind us what we talked about last week. We're going to say hello to some friends this morning, and hopefully we're looking for 2 volunteers today that would really like to rid themselves of the negative charge around their political anxiety. So first, for all the business all the business practitioners, all the emotion code, body code practitioners. I have a business growth club. I meet once a month with them. It's a Facebook live training that I do. They have online resources. It's a monthly fee. They get awesome training. My goal in that growth club is to teach you 3 things: how to be fast, good, and efficient. Fast, good, and efficient. And in order to be fast, well, when you're fast, good, and efficient, then you can get repeat clients. And repeat clients are the awesome way to build your practice. You get clients from 2 places. There are existing clients that rehire you, and then there's new clients. What if all of your existing clients rehired you again once or twice or 3 times? They will when you're fast, good, and efficient. So my next training, it's next Saturday. It's only for emotion code, body code practitioners, period. It's in my private Facebook group. The address is down below. It's very inexpensive to join. This Saturday, now I've been doing it for 8 months, so there's 8 different packages, and this is package number 8. And this particular package is, I'm teaching, well, I'm doing 2 things, and I really should just do one because they're so juicy, I could probably split them in 2. The first thing is I'm going to teach people how to muscle test, read the chart, identify emotions, and delete them super fast. Now that's a capital F-A-S-T. Faster than you ever thought was possible. Remember the motto, you want to be fast, good, and efficient. So how do you read the chart faster? How do you delete them faster? I'm going to teach you how that. Now, practitioners, I know you might not believe me, and that's okay. I don't need you to believe me. Okay, I'm not looking for anybody's approval or anybody's acceptance, but I I'm going to teach people how to do a complete 5-minute heart wall. A complete heart wall in 5 minutes. Holy S-balls, how are you going to do that? Well, remember, my goal is to teach you how to be fast, good, and efficient. So I'm going to teach you the fast, good, and efficient technique, and then I'm going to teach you how to do a 5-minute heart wall, a complete 5-minute heart wall. Don't believe me? Hashtag IDC. Hashtag IDC, which means I don't care. I really care that you get it, but because people are saying, how can you do that? It's supposed to take weeks for a heart wall to process. Oh, I'm not talking about the processing of the heart wall. I'm talking about the identification and removal of the heart wall in 5 minutes. You can go down below. You can join for a month if you want to, and you can cancel at any time. But my hunch is when I teach you how to be fast, good, and efficient a week from today on the recorded live training, you will be able to double and triple your business because you'll be able to do it much faster than before. You don't believe me? Check it out. You can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/growth club, and you can actually download a free video there that I did in the business card training so you can see my style and be prepared next Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific. It's an hour-and-a-half long training. It comes with the workbook like I do every of my trainings, and I promise you, you'll become fast, good, and efficient. Okay, John, well, welcome back to the real world. And last week we worked on what? What was our subject last week?
Self-sabotage.
Oh, yeah, self-sabotage.
Yeah. And I ended up working with Norma, and she actually gave us an update. So it was self-sabotage related to her finances. Okay. And cleared out 2 trapped emotions, and they're both inherited. And specifically both inherited from her father's mom. And her update came in like a day or 2 later, and just so happened that it was her grandma's birthday that day, like last Saturday. So she said it was like a gift from her grandma to come down and clear that from the whole family. So that was pretty cool. I mean, what are the chances, right? Yeah.
And what are the chances of her explaining it to them so they understand it? Really slim, but it's still good to hear all of that little mechanisms all in place.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully she's watching today and give us an update on how things are going there.
Good stuff. Well, talking about watching today is episode 99. You and I have some special things cooking for next Saturday's 100th episode. But John, who's saying what this morning? And first remind people what we're looking for today. So as you're reading these comments, we're looking for a couple volunteers to do what, John? And how do they volunteer?
Yeah, so you have to be watching live. You have to be commenting, give us permission to help you out with anxiety over politics. So wherever you are. So if you're in the UK and there's something there, if you're in Venezuela, South America, something there, Australia, Asia, wherever, we don't know. Let us know if you want a session, if you get all fired up and hot when you watch the news. I'd like to help you and, bring that down a bit, change your reaction, your perception on, what's going on.
That trigger, getting mad every
trigger.
Time
yeah.
Her on TV. Women will help you with that. Okay, John, we have our friend Natasha Polisamio from the UK that joined us nice, first and early. So it's the afternoon for her. And our friend Jennifer Towner's in the house as well. And Doug Collins from the Moncton, New Brunswick area. Who else?
Cheryl Guttenberg is with us, says, good morning. And I'm going to butcher this name, but it's like Tajir Polstra?
Yeah.
Saying hi to the Emotion Code Bros.
Okay, we're saying hi back. Good stuff.
Yeah. Jennifer says no comment about my so-called politician. No comment, but that's a comment.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do today. We're not going to use any names, okay? Because I know that you know that I know that you know that who you might be talking about. So we're just going to be respectful. We're trying to get rid of the charge, not the president or the prime minister. So let's clean up your vibes around that. So let's try to do it today without mentioning names.
Yeah, Cheryl says California, lots of U.S., lots of political anxiety.
Yes.
Permelia is watching, says, good morning, bros. Hello from sunny Parksville on beautiful Vancouver Island.
I love that name, Parksville. Doesn't it sound green? Green and beachy, Parksville.
It does.
Lori from Vegas is saying hello. which means heat. Heat, and you know what Vegas means to me? Heat, swimming pools, and Mexican food. I don't know why, but it does.
Hot.
There you go.
We're all caught up. Oh, Natasha's giving the hashtag IDC.
Oh, really?
Hey, Norma's here.
Okay, Norma.
Norma, just talking about you, the session last week on self-sabotage. So I just shared your comment update. And let us know if you have something new, Norma.
Yeah, let us know. Holly's saying that she loves that we come up with interesting topics to cover. Listen, Holly, I just saved my you-know-what because I worked with this client on Thursday. And she said, oh, I have political anxiety. And it caught my attention. I thought, oh, can I use that this Saturday? She said, yeah. Like she was just kind of, it's not even a term. She just said, I have anxiety about politicians. So I thought, there we go. So that's how we found out today's topic there, Holly.
I'm not seeing any volunteers.
No.
I might need to refresh.
Let's just refresh the screen, see. Yeah. So tell them how, a lot of these are regulars, but if you're new, tell them what goes down. Like they don't have to come on the screen or anything. They just need to tell us what.
Symptoms, concerns, aches, pains, even like goals or desires.
But today, what we're talking about today, if they want to join, if they want to have a session today, what do they need from us? What do we need from them?
Just permission. Say, yes, work on me. I get all fired up when I watch the news or hear about things on the radio going on in my area.
Yeah. Yeah. You just need to tell us. You don't need to come on the screen. You can say, here's my challenge. I get charged up when this happens or when this happens. And we want to help somebody do that today. And you don't need to tell us who you're talking about. We'll figure it out. Or, well, we don't even have to figure it out. Your subconscious mind knows exactly who you are talking about. Okay, yeah. We're still waiting for... Lori's saying, oh, I love all those margaritas, Mexican food, the pool, and the heat. The pool is still a bit cold at 74 degrees. This week it's going to be 100. Well, we have no idea what any of that means, but it sounds hot.
It's hot.
It sounds hot.
Can someone convert that to Celsius?
Yeah.
A couple comments here. Sylvia just joined us.
Okay, good morning, Sylvia.
Sylvia, weather update, please. And, okay, update from Norma. Hi, just wanted to give you a follow-up from last week. What I've noticed is that I've been cooking more, taking lunch, so it's helped me save money. Not sure what else I've noticed. All right.
Well, that's a change in behavior, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I want to work with our friend Jennifer Towner. She said, I'm going to paraphrase what she says. She kind of gets worked up around her president. Let's see if we're going to do that. So again, John, let's briefly talk about the emotion code. It's from the book of Dr. Bradley Nelson, The Emotion Code. And the emotions is what we're looking after. We're going to delete these negative emotions that are triggered whenever Jennifer thinks of her political leader. And that's a stored, unprocessed negative emotion. John showed the chart. There's 60 of them. It's a stored emotion from a past event that she had that gets triggered every time she sees her leader. Now, we think it's, oh, I see his or her face. No, it's an old trapped emotion from a previous experience that's causing that negative trigger. So our job as practitioners is to find out which one of those 60 trapped emotions, one or two of them, are actually causing that rage or that anger or whatever that feeling might be. So I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. So I'm going to be using muscle testing, which is the way that I scan the chart and it tells me. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check in with Jennifer. I'm a proxy. I have her permission. I'm just going to connect with Jennifer, and I'm getting all these no's. I'm not connected There, I am now. So now I'm asking Jennifer some questions. Am I Jennifer Towner? Am I Michael? I'm Jennifer. So, out of curiosity, what is the emotion that I get when I see the face of my leader? How many emotions get triggered? 5, 4, 3, 2. Are they A, 1, 2, 3, 4? 4, 1. Anger. Okay, Captain Obvious. The first one's anger. The next one is A, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is hatred. So I get it. So now she says when she sees her political leader, these two unprocessed trapped emotions of anger and hatred flare up. So she cannot not have those emotions. So I'm going to ask her subconscious mind, what is the severity of this anger and hatred whenever I see my political leader's face? 10 is severe. Is it a 1? Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Okay, so Jennifer's subconscious mind is telling me that the severity of the anger and hatred whenever sees her political leader is a 10. Are there any more emotions that I need to know about? Do I need to know when these got lodged? No, I don't. Can I just delete them? Yes. So the first one is anger. Now I have a magnet, John. Tell people about what we're doing now, what I'm doing now.
So the magnet's going over the governing meridian, so it's the acupuncture system. And with intention to clear it, the magnet amplifies that intention and clears out that trapped emotion, that stuck little ball of energy that was lodged in your body somewhere. That's being cleared out through the entire energy system now.
All right. So now I got rid of the magnet. Did I get rid of anger? Yes. Did I get rid of hatred? Yes. On a scale of 1 to 10 before the session, what was the severity of my anger and hatred whenever I saw my leader's face? Was it 8, 9, 10? And now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, well, let's see. Fingers don't lie. So Jennifer, go turn on CNN for a minute. Or open your political, whatever, wherever you
Maybe, yeah. Wait a few hours and then turn it on. Enjoy your morning.
So yeah. So what we just demonstrated, what I didn't demonstrate, I actually did it. I became Jennifer's proxy, and with her permission, I asked her subconscious mind, which one of these emotions are causing my emotional negative flare up every time I see you know who? And it said, and I didn't guess. I scanned. Is it this one, this one, this one? And when I found it, my fingers got locked up, and it said it's that one. Remember, I'm her proxy. And then I said, well, do I need to know anything more about them? And they were hers, and I got rid of the magnet, and now her subconscious mind is saying that emotional charge is gone. So we are going to wait to hear from Jennifer today or next week about what the difference was. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. She says thanks, and she's in her car, and she'll check it out and let us know.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah. These triggers are common. It could be anything in life, really. It could be your neighbor. It could be, the construction guy down the street just getting
your
fired
boss,
up. Boss. Yeah. Or even coworkers. We've done that before. Or I've done that before working with clients that get fired up over their coworkers. And it just doesn't do any good, right? Like it just serves you no purpose. So turn down that anger, that hatred, or whatever it may be, and so you can raise your vibe and feel better. Yeah.
I worked with a salesperson last week that used to have an emotional charge around rich people that would come into the dealership or wherever he worked. And he resented them because they had, what word did he use? They had this righteousness about them. And what he was doing, he was rubbing them the wrong way, and he wasn't making any money. Well, if you're in sales, sometimes you got to bite your tongue. So I found out the trapped emotions that was causing that. And then after I said, so tell me about Mrs. Smith. Hashtag there's no Mrs. Smith. Because he told me about a story, this woman that wanted to buy 10 something or whatever it was. And she said, I've got lots of money. As soon as she said that, he got really ticked off at her. And he said, oh, I'll take her money. All right. I'll smooth her next time she comes in. It's none of my business. It was completely different. And none of the same words. Before it was resentment and she's entitled and she thinks money can buy. He said, and then he said, oh yeah, money can buy whatever she wants. I'll sell it to her. It was just a complete change. So,
yeah.
And we found out the emotions that were causing that, get rid of it. And I haven't talked to him since he's gone back to work. But in that conversation, he was like, he was anxious, eager rather. Said, "Oh, I'll take her money. I'll sell her 20. Let's do it." Like just like kind of joking
Yeah,
about it.
wheel in that suitcase of money. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, you can bring your suitcase full of attitude. You like? Yeah, Sylvia Galena saying, try keeping away from all news outlets helps the blood pressure enormously. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, so, and if you do happen to see a picture of your leader on somebody's front lawn or on a hat, right, and you have that negative attraction, boy, did that ever, that's giving your power away. You're not even doing it on purpose. So trying to avoid something, that's a lot of work. What about just deleting that trigger that causes that? So you can see all the red hats that you want or all the Canadian red ties that you want, whatever that is that will neutralize the emotion. So it's still going to be there. Doesn't mean the leader's going to be better, but your negative response to it. That's what we're trying to get here. Oh my God. Lori Mayo is saying 100 degrees is 37 degrees Celsius. I would not leave my house. I'll tell you, when when it's 20 degrees in Victoria, that's a beach day.
Yeah.
People are taking off to go to the beach, right? And 37, oh, I couldn't do 37
Doesn't get
unless I
that
was
hot
in
here.
Malaysia. And then
Yeah.
Malaysia, it's like 42, 43, and you're always sweating all the time. But I think I'm going to Phoenix in July. Really?
Just
The hotbed of the world. I'm going to go in July.
like an oven. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the heat in those countries as long as there's a swimming pool and nobody else there. Then I'm fine. My own
Yeah.
pool. Okay, it
Cold
would have
drink,
to be my
swimming
own
pool.
pool, and I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah. She said, what did
Oh,
she say?
what's
Something
that?
about margaritas. Yeah.
Okay.
Mexican food
Yeah, next
margaritas in the
weekend,
pool. Yeah.
episode number 100. What a great! So that means we have 100 videos out on YouTube and hangoutwithmichael.com/bros. You can get the playlist to every episode. So if you are an emotion code practitioner and you're learning to um, you're learning um, about the emotion code, we're going to really recommend that you watch all of our episodes. And I have a lot of people that we've inspired to become emotion code practitioners. And they say when they watch their videos, they get a nugget every time. A little nugget here and a little nugget there. So, okay, John, I think somebody might have volunteered that you could work on.
Yeah.
Mohammed,
Mohammed.
what does he say?
Yusuf. So I got to read this. So just 30 minutes ago, I was anger, screaming in anger after watching Somali news and the incompetent, useless career politician who's pissing on our country. Yeah, so I don't know if that's a volunteer or not, but that's just so
Yeah, Mohammed, we'd love to have you have your emotional charge. It's okay to have the opinion, but you're getting it today. If you want John to work on you, it sounds like an implied volunteer, but maybe you're not. So just let John know, and John has time to do that really quickly.
yeah,
So Mohammed, let John know. You don't need to tell us the severity. Hashtag we get it. You're
yeah, I
screaming
get it.
anger,
Yeah.
and John can help you with that. Thanks for joining us today. Okay, if you're just watching us, say hello. Let us know while we're waiting to hear back from Mohammed. Let us know something that, if you're a practitioner, emotion code, body code practitioner, what's something that you've observed John and I do that was really helpful to help you understand the emotion code, to give you the bigger picture, have it make more sense, something that you're using. Let's hear from 2 or 3 people, practitioners. What have you learned from John and I to help you with your emotion code practice? Then if we hear back from Mohammed, we'll work with him.
Yeah.
Okay. And John and I are both available. We work online on a private video like this or over the telephone. You can go to our websites and then you get to go to our calendar and say, oh, I like this time slot right here. And then you pick it and then you get an email saying, hey, we've got you registered on our calendar. Here's the video link to join us. And it all goes down from there. So again, we can work with anybody anywhere in the world. And if you don't have an internet access and you want to do it by Skype, or not Skype, but by texting or email, that's another option. I prefer to do video so I can get people to say, oh, my pain is right, so I can kind of calibrate them. But not everybody has a video or internet access where they're at. So let us know how we can help you. So we're going to hang out for a few more minutes.
Multiple ways. So phones, common. Yeah, like the email or message, that's really common. I mean, I'm doing sessions on like Skype, Zoom. I mean, you're doing Blue Jeans here, video. Done like FaceTime, even like Facebook Messenger, done it through there. So lots of options. Yeah.
So Lori thanks Michael for helping my friend's son with his anxiety, suicide thoughts. He's doing a little better each day. Well, nice. I know who you're talking about. So her friend from Vegas, had a young son, and I worked with him 2 15-minute. It was him and his mom. I worked with him for 15 minutes and his mom in 2 separate sessions. So they kind of shared that half-hour spot, and he got significant. And I won't say too much about the session other than I found out the age that all of that changed. His life was beautiful, a certain event, certain age, and as soon as he heard that, he knew what I was talking about, and he felt some relief. So
good.
I helped 2 people last week with suicidal thoughts and around anxiety. It's a pretty serious thing. Anxiety, social anxiety.
Social media anxiety.
Yes.
Absolutely,
imagine being a teenager nowadays and all the bullying, online bullying, and it must just be. I would never want to be that age again. So.
Yeah, that's really common.
Thanks, Lori, for saying hello.
Yeah.
Okay, John, I'm not sure if our friend is still with us, so we won't.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he said would love it.
Okay, good. Thanks for getting back to us.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, John, why don't you set up your session for us? Let people know what you're going to do.
So Mohammed, assuming he's in Somalia, I have no idea, but it doesn't really matter. But he's watching the news, specifically in his country here. So I'm just going to connect up to him. And so he said he was screaming in anger just half an hour ago at the TV. And just going to tune in, connect up, see if we can turn down that anger, that rage that he's feeling. Reduce the blood pressure.
Right now, John is becoming Mohammed's proxy, and with Mohammed's permission, John's using muscle testing. His fingers are a little below the screen there. And he's going to be using muscle testing to connect in with, and he's going to scan the chart and find out, what's causing Mohammed's, what did he call it, anger. So go ahead, John.
Okay, so he's in Denmark and doesn't like the politics there as well. So we'll just do politics just in general, not a specific country. See if it's combined. It likely is. So tune in, connect up, Mohammed, act as a proxy. Yeah, okay, so I do have a good connection with Mohammed. Okay, so this anger, hatred towards politics, is there something creating this? Yeah, is there trapped emotion stirring up, triggering this anger, hatred that you're feeling when you watch here about the politics? Yeah, in your home country or current country you live in. Yeah, okay. So is the severity at least a 5 out of a 10? It is. It's going to jump right up. Is it a 10? Yeah. Okay, is there trapped emotion we can identify and clear to reduce this hatred, anger? Yeah. Help you overcome this hatred, anger? Yeah. It's in column A. No, so it's in column B. Okay, is it B6? It's actually shame. First emotion is shame. Yeah, it needs to know more. No. Okay, it's clear shame.
So John is scanning the emotion code chart using muscle testing, had to go through all of these to find out it was shame, and then he used the magnet to delete that unprocessed negative emotion of shame, or that was lodged from a previous event.
Okay, now I'm in the hot box, A4. It's actually inherited.
Okay.
Okay, anger is inherited guilt. Inherited guilt. Father's father. So let's clear that guilt.
Shame and guilt feel similar, don't they? If I'm
A
guilty
little
about
bit.
something, I might feel shame about it. They're different feelings, but I wonder how they relate to this political anger.
Yeah, not too sure. Guilt. It's kind of like having done something wrong, something like that. Shame's the lowest in terms of vibrations. It's the lowest on the whole scale, on the whole chart. So just by clearing shame, whole vibe gets increased. Okay, another trapped emotion, Mohammed. We can clear to help you overcome this hatred, rage, anger towards politics. Yeah. Okay, it's in column A. Yeah. B, no. So A odd. No. So it's B even or A even. It's A2. 6. A2. Despair. Yeah. That's clear despair. It's the third one. Gone. Yeah, another trapped emotion here. Yeah. Something else inherited. Prenatal. Prenatal emotion, so that means in the womb. So that's frustration.
Okay.
So born with that frustration, picked up in the womb. So let's clear that now. Getting a good little, getting some variety here. Got some inherited, some regular, some prenatal. Clear that.
And out of
Yeah.
curiosity, Mohammed, is frustration something that you experience like every day? You know, John, I've noticed that when it's a prenatal trapped emotion, of course, they were born with it, and it
Yeah.
kind of been present in their whole life. So, yeah, just let us know out of curiosity. If thinking, wow, I get frustrated so easily. Well, you did in the past. John might have just cleaned that up, but
Yeah. Yeah.
let us
Sometimes I
know.
do that and people are like, oh, yeah, that's so me. Yeah. Just cleared guilt, just a standard emotion of guilt. And we had a 1 or higher severity. No, this one's a 0. So I got severity for 0.
Okay.
See how that goes, Mohammed. So hopefully that
Well,
turns down the dial a little bit, and you're not feeling those hot emotions going
that's
forward.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us an update right now, Mohammed, if you feel that you've seen anything different, or any update rather. And then we definitely love to hear from you before or next week, before next week, about any other changes that you noticed in your life. You know, even though John corrected this particular problem, it could what we call collapse other problems or challenges that you've been having because of those unprocessed negative emotions. So let us know when you know any difference. I'm just going to get you to refresh your screen at your end, John. Okay.
Yeah, he says Mohammed just added a comment here. Very frustrated about a lot in life and ashamed the humiliation Somalia faces as a country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
you might
yeah,
be remembering those feelings, but let's give you a week to notice those. You know, keep this note here. Feeling frustrated, not life. I feel ashamed of the humiliation, and just measure those. Now, you might not be feeling them right now. You might be just used to saying that you're feeling those and not really have it right now. So, and if you have them, that they're valid to have them as well. But
yeah.
we want to know over the next few days. Just notice your behaviors, notice your changes, notice your triggers. Notice what ticks you off, what pees you off. Oh, and that's different. And give us an update for next week.
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, there, John, we did it. We worked. Our goal today was to let people know that, in addition to doing a lot of physical pain that we help people with, that it's also mental blocks and these kind of blocks and anything that triggers you to be angry or ticked off or you know what mine used to be before I learned the emotion code. It was the first thing that I worked on. I'm going to show you. They're just 4 letters. And when I saw it, I would get so resistant.
Oh, what was it? You've shared this before. Is it? I'm gonna
This one.
say ASAP. Yeah, it's ASAP. Hey, can you get back to me ASAP? ASAP.
Yeah, and then I would middle finger them. It's like, you know what? You're in the business where people need stuff ASAP, so you better build a bridge and get over it, or do yourself an emotion code session. You can ASAP me all you want now. There's zero triggers.
Yeah,
John, remind people how they can book an appointment with you or I. Please go ahead.
absolutely. So Michael's at HangoutWithMichael.com. I'm at AliveandPeer.com. Websites are written down below us here. You can find online schedulers, set your time zone, links up to payment, pick your favorite time, and book a session. And we can be doing this quite quickly. It's really, really easy.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Send us a list of concerns before the session. That would be ideal, so we know what to work on right away, and we don't have to spend,
We want to
that
be
much
quick,
time.
fast, and efficient. So we don't want to spend 10 minutes explaining the motion code process and you telling us the list. So if you can reply to our email and say, here's the things I want to work on. If we don't get to all of them, that's okay. At least you know there's some things for a future meeting, but good, fast, quick, and efficient. And even when you book a session with John or I, in my reply, I give you the 11-minute video to watch so you understand the process.
Yeah.
Unless you're a bro show attendee, then you know it. But most people don't know it. Watch the 11-minute first, because then we're going to save 11 minutes. Listen, I can fix lots of you know what in 11 minutes, so I don't want to be
Yeah.
explaining the motion code. Watch the video, come prepared, be hydrated, be present, show up at least 1 or 2 minutes on time start, quick, efficient, accurate, and fun. That's what we're going to do. Reminder, next week I'm doing the 5-minute heart wall and other techniques to help you read the chart, delete emotions faster, quicker, and more efficient. And you can join for the month and stay as a monthly member, or just join for that month. But you know what? Once you see the value of this, you're going to think, wow, you would need one client a month to pay for to be a member of my group. That's going to make you fast, fun, and efficient and accurate. So, John, thanks for hanging out again this morning. Next week is our 100th episode. And
Woohoo.
we have some special little things for some of our viewers next week. So if you're watching on YouTube or on the blog entry, you can still leave a chat in any of the comment fields, and we will get to see those. So I think that's it, John.
That's it. We're good.
We're good. Okay, everybody, thanks for hanging out with the Bro Show today. We're live next Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific for our 100th episode here on the Emotion Code Bro Show. See you later, everybody.
See you next week.